Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Look, Gervonta Davis running out of excuses. He's running out of excuses, man. Shakur Stevenson is trying to expose him. I'll tell you this, boxing fans are done being patient. Everyone was feeling a kind of way when they thought that Tank Davis, his career was over, when he was having all the little issues with legal problems, man, and that's still sorting itself out, but they just felt like, damn, his career is over. We never got Gervonta Davis against Shakur Stevenson. But it sounds like he's going to keep fighting and moving up to 140. And I think right now boxing fans are done being patient. I think boxing fans right now, they're looking at like, yo, one man's taking over the sport. And then you got the other guy who he's got to figure out what he wants to do. But one thing is, they don't want any more protecting records. And I'm talking about Gervonta Davis. You know, he's the man who put all the pressure on himself by, navigating his career the way he wants. But now you got Shakur Stevenson who's on him. Fans are on him. They want that fight more than anything. Now, of course, Tank has to come back, get back to his winning ways. But that's the fight that needs to happen. If it doesn't happen, it's going to look really bad, man. Shakur just leveled up. This is a fact. What Shakur Stevenson did against Teofimo Lopez, nothing short of amazing. He didn't just win that fight. He made that fight look easy. I mean, all of us are watching it just like in shock. The defense, the control, no wasted punches, the timing, the accuracy, the jab. I mean, it wasn't just a win. That was a message that I'm the best boxer in the sport. And now he's not taking any easy fights. He wants the best. He's calling out the biggest names. Shit, 140, 147. Shakur Stevenson is out here trying to do the business. But when you talk about Tank, some people are saying, yo, Gervonta look like he putting duck sauce on the fried rice. We know he's got power in them hands. We know he has star power in and outside the ring. He's an attraction. But lately, man, they just don't know what to think. The fight with Lamont Roach, that was the first telltale sign of, man, maybe Gervonta just doesn't want to do it anymore. Now he's coming back, talks of a rematch with Isaac Cruz at 140. They're like, we kind of get it, but at the same time, Shakur's out here chasing greatness. When is he going to make that fight? So it looks like one guy's moving up, one guy's staying safe. And fans are sitting back watching because they're so damn impatient, but you can't blame them. I mean, how many years have these guys been fighting and never gotten in the ring with each other? But I think it boils down to legacy versus comfort. And that's a real conversation that, some people have, but most cats, like the Gervonta Davis fans, they don't want to have it. At least they don't want to say it out loud. That Tank has chose to be comfortable over legacy, to make his money. You can't blame him for that. At the end of the day, you got to make your money. Tank has made in one fight more money than what most of these other cats have made in their whole career. And I'm not saying that's the case for Shakur Stevenson. Shakur's making good money now. But if he beats Shakur Stevenson, you know what I mean? Tank will become undeniable. But if he loses, that O's gone and the aura's gone with it. I personally think Lamont Roach took a little bit of that aura. You know what I mean? But for Shakur Stevenson, he's risking it all. That's why fans respect him more now. Shakur doesn't care. He wants to get in there and fight everybody, man. But I just think this fight's different. I don't think it's just another fight. I think you got power versus IQ, the knockout artist versus the master boxer. You got this superstar against the technician. And Shakur is becoming a superstar himself. So the question is, can Tank land that one shot? Can he end the fight to that one? Is he going to be able to land it? Because we know Shakur controls the fight. Tank might not even touch him clean if Shakur can get in control and get in his rhythm. And he could make Tank look like Teofimo. Now that's tension right there. That's a whole lot of tension. And that's what makes for super fights. So I just think the clock's ticking big time. If the fight doesn't happen now, it's going to lose value. Both of them could be beyond their prime, like Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. And we've seen this shit, like I said, we've seen it before, man. You let it marinate too long, someone loses, the moment is gone. Boxing can't afford that again. You saw it with Wilder, AJ, Fury not fighting AJ, but Fury and fought. But the bottom line is, the fact of making Fury and AJ later this year, will we watch it? Yeah, but it's not the same. Like, those three should have fought when Fury and Wilder fought. The next fight for Fury should have been AJ. Like, they should have kept it going. But I also understand, man, one tough fight after another tough fight after another tough fight. Sometimes you need a break. But I'll say this, boxing can't afford that. So I'll say it like this. If Gervonta doesn't fight Shakur Stevenson, he come back this year. He may not fight again. Then he fight next year. I think sometimes next year, maybe the middle of next year, end of next year, he should be fighting Shakur Stevenson. It's not even about timing anymore. It's really about choice. It's about fans. And I'm telling you, fans are making up their mind on this. They're looking and they're saying, okay, let's see how Tank moves when he comes back. Because Shakur Stevenson wants to fight everybody. But let's see how Tank moves. Because they're hoping to get that fight. And I'll be honest with you, even now, I'm ready to put a little pressure on Tank. But let him come back this year, get settled. Next year, maybe another fight. Then at the end of the year, fight Shakur. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think it happens. But wishful thinking, right? Y'all keep cool, I'm in the breeze.